If her residence is officially in a completely different state, her job is vacated.
Hi there. I'm a reporter with the Daily Caller News Foundation.
Goodbye. You're trespassing.
I'm sorry.
Trespassing. My kids are out here.
I understand. We mean no trouble. We're just curious who the occupants of the home are,
Don't worry about who's occupants. That's none of your business.
I'm prepared. I'm ready. I've been trained by the best. I went to Howard University. That overturned legal segregation in this country.
This may be the biggest irony I've ever seen in American politics, that she's now, it looks like she's engaged in the same thing she charged President Trump with. I mean, turns out you can't have your principal residence in Virginia and be the Attorney General of New York.
Yo, this is even more outrageous than I had ever even imagined originally, because Letitia Peekaboo James could be removed from her position as Attorney General, seeing as how she is a legal resident of Norfolk, Virginia, rather than New York. She's not even entitled to have even run for Attorney General, much less to continue to hold the position. This is something that would require course correction, so she may be removed from her position entirely. That's without getting into the fact that she could go to jail, seeing as how there's so many infractions that she has. For example, people have went to jail for insider trading. They've gone to jail in some cases for years for that. So what do you think is going to happen if they catch you committing multiple instances, not just one, but multiple instances of mortgage fraud and managing to somehow finesse your way into an Attorney General position without even being a damn resident of the state? She is completely crashing out here because she knows it's over.
My mission is clear. I'm focused. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I've been trained by the best. I went to Howard University. That overturned legal segregation in this country. I've been taught in those classrooms where Thurgood Marshall once taught. I'm not afraid of no president. Donald Trump, we're ready for you. We're coming for you. We're standing up for you. We're fighting on. We're not going down silent. Victory, my friends, is clear. It's now. And I'm not waiting 4 years. I'm waiting 2 until a speaker by the name of Hakeem Jeffries comes to bring us some rest. Come on, ladies. It's up to us. We saved this democracy before. We'll save it now. Let's go.
Bye, Felicia. Come on, let's go grab this whole clothes.
Sounds like an innocent person to me. This lady looks like she's nervous as hell. Her voice is cracking. You could almost hear it sounded like she was getting ready to burst into tears, because there is no conceivable way I can see her getting out of this. Having marking down that she's getting, she has a 4-unit building when it's actually 5, getting favorable loan terms for that. Saying that she lives in one place when she doesn't, so she could get a loan for that. And the Attorney General situation. And there's also allegations regarding her illegally leveraging taxpayer dollars for campaign financing to fly around in a private jet so she could campaign to become Attorney General.
We have allegations of flying private on taxpayer money, almost $42,000 to places like Martha's Vineyard, Puerto Rico. We have luxury hotels with mischaracterized on official filings.
Now she's saying she's ready for Trump. Well, Trump has nothing to do with this. Sam Antar, this is the person who actually did most of this investigation. He says he has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
This is not I am not the Trump administration. I don't work for the Trump administration. I did this on my own time and my own dime. And I don't give a damn what Trump does.
Yep.
I will hold it personally accountable.
Sam Antar. Thank you so much, sir.
Things criminal referral, then a response from James's office here in New York. James, for both properties listed above, this deals with real estate now, going back decades, really, appears to have falsified records in order to meet certain lending requirements and receive favorable loan terms.
Bill, the most I know about the case, I just learned from you. I saw it on breaking news this morning. This case was sent to us from Bill Pulte. We have not seen it. I inquired right before I walked out here. No one in my office has read it yet. We haven't looked at it. Of course, we'll be reviewing it. You just told me more than I've heard about it so far.
So it seems to me like this guy knew from the beginning that Letitia James was a fraud, which, I mean, let's be real. We all knew that. And he just kind of had it out for her. He's like, okay, well, let me just take a look and see what skeletons are in her closet, because this dummy fool idiot didn't think like, you know, those other people did who refused to take the Fonnie Willis case out in Georgia, the original prosecutors, because they knew that they probably had some stuff in their closet. But Fonnie Willis was arrogant. Letitia James was arrogant. They think they're blackity black, we can't lose, you fools. Don't throw stones from glass houses. Everybody knows this. She's literally become a joke at this point.
Tish James was exposed as little more than a city rat over the past year or two, a bottom feeder who used her race and gender to ascend to the top of New York politics. 1983, she takes out a $30,000 loan with her dad. She files it as a husband and wife. She's married to a father. Why?
All of her time was focused on Trump and not what was going on in the streets.
She also could have been focused on what was going on in the sheets with her dad, apparently.
Yeah, that's true.
This woman has given a whole new meaning to daddy issues by marrying her father here.
Laugh to yourself because it is funny.
This has gotten so bad that the Daily Caller decided to troll Letitia James and go out to her Norfolk, Virginia houses. A lot of people think she only has one. She actually has two, but the evidence currently only suggests that she lists one of them as her primary residence. But let's not forget that, you know, she's got those daddy issues, seeing as how her dad is apparently her husband. She got some Ilhan Omar action going. But that aside, let's go ahead and react to these folks showing up at the house, and let's see if James is there.
Hi there. I'm a reporter with the Daily Caller News Foundation.
Goodbye, you're trespassing.
I'm sorry.
Trespassing. My kids are out here.
I understand. We mean no trouble. We're just curious who the occupants of the home are,
Don't
because
worry
there's
about who's occupants. That's none of your business.
well there are connections to New York Attorney General Letitia James.
That doesn't matter. You're trespassing.
Are you related to Letitia James?
Do you know her? You're trespassing. Go in the house.
Do you know Letitia James? No? Okay.
You're trespassing.
No comment. Thank you, ma'am.
Don't come up to my house no more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good one.
It's gonna be problems.
You will.
They literally are on the sidewalk. Like, what do you mean they're trespassing? You're not trespassing on the sidewalk.
You're recording me, I'm going to record you. This is who she says that she's living. She says Letitia does not live here.
I don't think this video, disclaimer, I don't think this particular video is the Daily Caller. This, I think, is a separate person.
She says that she is the owner. I am Ryan Davidson.
Why are you recording me?
I'm on a public street. You came outside your house. Well, I appreciate you talking to me, ma'am.
There's a car parked in the driveway.
Hello there, ma'am.
I think this is the so this was the same one from the previous video. This, I believe, is the primary house that's in question that she says is her primary residence, which obviously, clearly, she doesn't live there. I noticed they got the no trespassing sign right there. What they should have did is just ignored anybody who showed up, rather than having these extremely aggressive people. No trespassing, no trespassing. Okay.
No comment? Okay, who lives here?
Who lives here, ma'am?
No comment. Okay.
Guys, this is just such a freaking farce. Unbelievable that you would have the audacity to not have a clean slate and go after someone who was literally the president of the United States at one point and now is the current sitting president of the United States. Foolish. I mean, it would have been stupid to begin with to deal with anybody who is also in a powerful government position. You're not in as powerful as a position. You know, it looks like the only person who there's no dirt on at this point is Alvin Bragg. And give it time, ladies and gentlemen, because they might go after him too. But it just depends, because nobody's really found anything on the guy. I'm not for prosecuting people for things they didn't do. I'm not for making stuff up like Letitia Peekaboo James here did so that she could just get Trump, since she was so damn desperate for some clout, since obviously she's not actually married to her dad, so she's alone, and I guess she's upset about that. But this is not something I think she can get out of. I don't think it's even close. All of that posturing and all of that yelling and all of that nonsense is totally meaningless. All of this crashing out.
This may be the biggest irony I've ever seen in American politics, that she's now, it looks like she's engaged in the same thing she charged President Trump with. I mean, turns out you can't have your principal residence in Virginia and be the Attorney General of New York. Turns out you can't on a mortgage form say that your dad is actually your husband, and you also can't say that you got a 4-unit property that's actually 5 units. Those are the 3 things that it looks like she did over a long period of time, and yet she had the gall to go after President Trump. You got to be kidding me. So, yeah, I think this is real. We'll see. Her comments so far, she's been kind of quiet. Of course, she does a typical thing the left always does. The left will you know, they'll always accuse us of what they're doing. And the other thing they always do, the left will tell a lie. Trump did something wrong. Big media will report it. Big tech will amplify it. And then if you tell the truth, they call you names. And that's exactly what she did. I think she called President Trump and his administration bullies for simply pointing out that it looks like she lied on these forms, and she did it to get better terms and a better rate on the loans. So she was doing it for personal gain, and you're not supposed to do those kind of things.
It's just making a fool of you. I'm going to just be right here making videos laughing at you, along with everybody in the comments. Not everybody's just roasting and making jokes and saying it's poetic justice. Nobody even feels sorry for you because you were so evil and so nasty to Donald Trump, a guy who didn't do anything to you. You just hate him and hate Republicans and hate the white man. We know how it goes. But guys, let me know what you guys think. You think Letitia James stands a legal defense chance? She didn't even say that these allegations were false. She didn't even make that. You could at least try to deny. She didn't even try. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Big Tish was such a terrible actress, such a phony, such a fraud.